From the studios of MBN TV on the 10th Avenue Extensions, a very good morning. Welcome to the Mega News of 6 News coming to you live from our studios. And we also live on all our social media handles on MBN 360, Facebook, X, and YouTube. My name is El Samuels. The headlines.
OSP commends Mahama for halting bill to scrap office. In business, Atoforsen signs $12.8 million AFDB grant for big push projects. And on the international front, Iran boosts military capacity with delivery of 1,000 drones.
The Office of the Special Prosecutor, the OSP, has commended the President, John Dramani Mahama, for his decisive action in calling the withdrawal of the private members' bill that sought to repeal the office and transfer its powers to the Attorney General.
The controversial bill, introduced on December 8, 2025, by Majority Leader Mahama Ayariga and Majority Chief Whip Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekbo, cited operational challenges, duplication of functions, and high costs as reasons to abolish the OSP. The office described these reasons as unfair and not reflective of its actual performance and impact since its establishment in 2018. In its half-yearly report for December 2025, the OSP praised the President's intervention, saying it reinforced the wisdom of establishing the office as an independent anti-corruption agency separate from the Attorney General. The office highly commends the President, and the nation has His Excellency to thank for the swift and decisive call for the withdrawal of the bill, the report stated. The President, speaking at a meeting with the National Peace Council, described the call to scrap the OSP as premature and urged the office to accelerate its work to boost public confidence.
Still at the Office of the Special Prosecutor says it has saved Ghana more than 20 times the total amount of money released to it since its establishment, dismissing claim it is a drain on national coffers.
According to the OSP half-yearly report for December 2025, the office has delivered strong results despite not being fully set up and facing serious budgetary and resource constraints. The report states that the OSP's corruption investigations, risk assessments, and preventive measures have generated savings far exceeding the funds invested in its operations from 2018 to December 2025. The OSP said its work has proven its value to the nation and cannot be described as underperforming or wasteful. It noted that its high-profile and groundbreaking interventions have protected public funds, strengthened accountability, and reduced corruption risks in key state transactions. Among its major achievements, the office cited its 2020 corruption risk assessment of the Ijapa royalties transaction, which it said saved Ghana billions of dollars and prevented the possible loss of sovereignty over the country's natural resources. In 2022, the OSP investigated customs advance rulings and introduced measures that ended discretionary discounts on the valuation of imported goods and used vehicles. This action, the report said, blocked corruption opportunities within the customs division of the Ghana Revenue Authority and saved the country millions of cedis. The office also highlighted its 2023 investigation into auction sales at the ports, which led to the introduction of an electronic auction system. The e-auction platform has increased auction revenue by an average of 12% each month, adding millions of cedis to the state revenue. Between 2023 and 2025, the OSP investigated procurement contracts awarded by the Ghana Revenue Authority and the Ministry of Finance to Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited. The cancellation of those contracts, according to the report, saved the nation about 5.73 billion Ghana cedis. In 2025, a corruption risk assessment of disinfection services at Ghana's ports of entry involving the Ghana Health Service and LCB Worldwide Ghana Limited reportedly saved the country an estimated 345 million Ghana cedis. The report further revealed that at a time when the office was being criticized, it was actively prosecuting 33 persons across the country, recovering cash sums, seizing the managing tainted assets, and investigating more than 100 cases. It also intensified corruption prevention initiatives, which it said have become a strong deterrent. The OSP said that corruption has become more costly in Ghana due to its operations, adding that the continuous savings from its prevention work significantly benefit the Republic.
The National Democratic Congress, the NDC, has banned all its 7 government appointees from contesting executive positions within the parties unless they resign from their appointments.
And for absolute clarity, those intending to contest at the constituency level who fall in the category out, and for absolute clarity, those intending to contest at the constituency level who fall in the category I just mentioned, the 3 categories I mentioned, those intending to contest at the constituency level shall resign by April 2026. Those intending to contest at the regional level shall resign by May 2026. And those intending to contest at the national level shall resign by June 2026. These provisions are firm, constitutional, and enforced without exception. So please don't even bother to come and see whether you can plead to be exempted, because there's no plea in this matter. Now, call to party officials and members. This reorganization process, ladies and gentlemen, demands discipline, integrity, fairness, and collective responsibility.
Now, away from the political stories, we move to the business desk, where the Minister for Finance, Dr. Kesela Tuforsen, has signed a $12.83 million agreement with African Development Bank, AFDB, to finance feasibility studies and design development for major projects under the government Big Push.
The agreement was signed by the AFDB's outgoing country manager in Ghana, Jerusalem Fasika. The grant will support detailed feasibility studies, including full designs, costings, and environmental and social impact assessments for a proposed interchange at the 37 Military Hospital aimed at easing traffic congestion in the capital. It will also fund feasibility studies and full designs for the redevelopment of 4 modern markets at Agbogbloshie, Techiman, Sekendi, and Mankesim, as well as comprehensive studies for special agro-industrial processing zones in the Afram Plains, in Sawom and Buisa. Dr. Forsen expressed appreciation to the AFDB on behalf of President John Dramani Mahama and the people of Ghana for the bank's continued partnership. He commended Ms. Fasika for her meticulous and results-driven leadership, noting that Ghana has secured significant financial resources and technical support from the AFDB through her stewardship. He expressed optimism that the feasibility studies would be completed early enough to allow construction to commence, hopefully by the 3rd quarter. In her remarks, Ms. Fasika thanked Ghana for the strong cooperation and support extended to the AFDB, noting that the bank and the government of Ghana have worked closely to achieve these milestones. Together, we have given it our best shot, she said, reaffirming the AFDB's commitment to Ghana's development agenda.
On the international front, Iran has strengthened its military capability following the delivery of 1,000 drones to its armed forces, according to the state-affiliated Tasnim news agency.
Tasnim reported that the drones were distributed to multiple branches of the Iranian military as part of efforts to enhance operational readiness amid rising regional tensions. The development reflects Tehran's broader push to reinforce its defense posture. In accordance with the threats ahead, the army maintains and enhances its strategic advantages for rapid combat and imposing a crushing response against any aggressor, Iran's commander-in-chief, Amir Khatami, said.
Away from the international stories, we turn our attention to the weather desk to bring you the weather in this update. On the weather updates, the weather brought to you in association with the Ghana Meteorological Agency from the MBN Weather Center. This morning, the patches of mist and fog will affect parts of the forest belt, mountainous areas, and the coast, leading to reduced visibility. Dry and hazy conditions of varying intensities are expected to prevail across the entire country most of the forecast period, with hazy sunshine in the afternoon. Periodic sunshine is also anticipated along the west coast during the afternoon hours. The temperature for this morning, the coast will have a minimum of 24 degrees, a maximum of 34. Forest 22 degrees, maximum 37. Transition 19 degrees, maximum 37. And the northern sector 18 degrees Celsius, maximum 38 degrees. Relatively cold weather is expected during the night and the early morning hours over the northern and transition sectors. Motorists are advised to use fog light and drive at a safe speed due to deteriorated visibility. The public, especially in the northern sector, is urged to handle naked fire with caution due to the dry conditions to prevent fire outbreaks. That does it from the Weather Center. Now, away from the Weather Center, we'll recap before we take leave of you, a recap of our top stories.
OSP commends Mahama for halting bill to scrap office. In business, Atoforsen signs $12.8 million AFDB grant for big push projects. And on the international front, Iran boosts military capacity with delivery of 1,000 drones.
For more news, log on to MBN 360, and also don't forget that the news was live on our social media handled on MBN 360 X, YouTube, and also Facebook. Coming up is sports. My name is El Samuels.